Calculations are correct. When this baby hits 88 miles per hour, you're gonna see some serious shit.
So the other day was Back to the Future Day, which is appropriately named because of the 1989 classic movie Back to the Future 2. In that movie, Doc, Marty, and Jennifer hop in the DeLorean and take off to Hill Valley, California, and go there on October 21st, 2015. Once they arrive, they notice a lot of things different. One of the things that Marty notices is that the Cubs win the World Series over Miami. There are hoverboards, there are hover cars and hover car conversions. There's Jaws 19, just to name a few. One of the things that Marty McFly does in Back to the Future 2 is he goes to a nostalgia-themed cafe called Cafe 80s to interact with one of Biff Tannen's future relatives to stop his son from sliding down a terrible path and being awful or whatever, and orders a Pepsi Perfect. Now, that was just a product that isn't real, but to celebrate the future, Pepsi decided to actually make Pepsi Perfect a reality. According to Lou Arbetter, who is the senior director of marketing at PepsiCo, he says that Pepsi fans asked and we heard them loud and clear. The Back to the Future trilogy was as big a moment in pop culture history then as it is now, 30 years later. We are excited to be a part of this moment and to bring fans something only Pepsi could deliver. And it's a really cool idea. You got marketing, quasi-futuristic marketing, and a really cool bottle design. And they bring back the Pepsi Perfect logo. They bring back the how it looked like in the movie. Pepsi only released 6,500 bottles on Wednesday morning. They were sold online on Amazon and Walmart. Unfortunately, Pepsi was serious with the 6,500 bottles. A Pepsi spokeswoman said, "We delivered on our promise to fans this morning, and Pepsi Perfect sold out faster than we can say 1.21 gigawatts." And now there's a lot of people who are not happy with that. On Twitter, someone said, "Thanks, Pepsi, for ruining hashtag Back to Future Day for many of us. We were looking forward to owning a Pepsi Perfect after all these years." "Thanks for ruining every fan's dream," another Twitter user agreed. A lot of people are not happy because of a very low quantity, and there are actually people who have been snatching them up and selling them for $500 on eBay. And I looked on eBay earlier, and I saw a couple bottles go for $500, $600 when the original price of the bottle was $20.15. A fan tweeted this. He said, "You had one chance, Pepsi. This date only occurs once ever. You blew it." The fans are right, but, maybe they'll do more bottles in the future? I don't know. The spokeswoman didn't say anything about confirming any future plans, unfortunately, which sucks. I didn't go rush out. I heard about it, and I'm like, okay, the odds of trying to grab a bottle of soda, first off, a $20 bottle of soda is ridiculous. I mean, most people probably wouldn't be drinking it. They'll probably have it sitting on a shelf for a couple years and be like, "Oh, look at this collector's item." I would drink it and keep the bottle and clean it out because it's a really cool design. But not worth $20 and not worth $500. Screw that. Another thing I'd like to talk about is something that's a little bit closer to something that I really like, and that is Mythbusters. Now, I've personally stopped watching the show maybe 5 years ago, and that's just due to I didn't have time for it, and I don't have cable. I don't I'm not gonna spend X dollars a month for one TV show. It's not worth it. But I heard in the news that this upcoming season of Mythbusters is going to be the last season, and The hosts of the show knew that, and so they're planning something phenomenal for the series finale. It's impressive. That show has really changed the way of a lot of people's minds, in the sense that a lot of people, grew up watching the show and had their kids growing up watch the show and, get them interested in science. And I was reading an article, I believe it was on Entertainment Weekly. They had interview with Adam and Jamie. One of the things Adam said was, he said he liked working on Mythbusters for the fact that it wasn't like every other reality TV show or other television shows. He said it wasn't really super formulaic and wasn't really like competing and bickering with people and like really trashy. He said it made people think. The show has been on for 14 seasons and they've done over 2,900 experiments, and I think that's really phenomenal. One of the last things I want to talk about is well, not this, but iOS in general. I'm an avid Apple user. What I'm using now is I'm using a MacBook, 2010 MacBook. I've got an iPad. I don't have an iPhone. They're just too dang expensive. A lot of my friends who do have iPhones were happy that a new update came out, iOS 9.1. There's a bunch of new cool features where you lift up the phone or your I think it's more for the phones. You lift up the phone and it starts to get ready for picture mode or whatever, which I think that's pretty cool. Another thing is they added 150 new emojis, which is just ridiculous. There's so many of them to begin with. One of the new ones that a lot of people are happy about is the middle finger, of course. Another one is unicorn, lion, spider. They added more country flags. They added places of worship like a synagogue and a mosque. Another great one is the taco and the burrito. So now you can actually send out characters. You can talk about, oh, what do you want for dinner? And you can send a little picture of a taco. I think that's pretty awesome. Just a little fun news story that I found today. But that's it. If you have any questions, comments, topics, leave them in the comment section below. Don't forget to like and subscribe and all that other fun stuff. My name is Colin, and I hope to see you in the next episode.
Bye.